This morning, Louisiana has become the first state to require the 10 Commandments be displayed in public classrooms, from kindergarten to publicly funded universities.
If you want to respect the rule of law, you got to start from the original lawgiver, which was Moses.
Governor Jeff Landry signing the bill, which requires a poster-sized display or framed document of the 10 Commandments to be installed by January. Landry says the law isn't just for religious reasons, but also for, quote, common cultural heritage.
Yeah. So how you feel about the bill they just passed in Louisiana?
The 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
I feel like those people there in Louisiana didn't do a good job voting the people in that represented them. I say that.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think we need to start pushing that narrative more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't. Then again, I don't know if I've heard that many people in Louisiana with a problem with it.
I think the people who would have a problem with it don't care enough.
Yeah.
Or they don't really see.
They like, what up?
They don't see the repercussions in behind
Yeah.
it. Which again, I think is fine. I understand that, you want to have your religious views, but again, if we basing it off the values of this country is separated by church and state.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a school, a government school, which is part of the state, then
this gotta be like this.
Which again, I keep saying these Christian values and stuff. I like most people was Christians during the time of the and I'm not even sure if that's true. During the building of this country.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Puritan.
But America itself was not built on Christian values.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't be, not with
it's a lot of like
it's a lot of stuff that ain't very Christian like.
Yeah. So
but then again, if you read the Bible, a lot of it is some sanctioned behavior in there.
But
even some stuff that they like abortion now, they got detailed instructions on abortions in the Bible.
But it's also a lot of stuff in the Bible that we can't do today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was not really green light.
I ain't just walking around with a bag full of stones waiting on somebody. Got that pack on me.
Yeah, so for me it's iffy. That's an iffy area. So to say this part, I say if that state is okay with it and they voted for that and they okay with how that came out, then by all means, and they understand what they trying to do. And if that's a Christian state, Louisiana, then okay, by all means, whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, it's if we in schools, it's supposed to be a neutral area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Void of religion, really politics.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's supposed to be a place of learning. Learning about the different things that goes on. And so for me, I think it should be separated because it should be a place of learning.
I agree with that. I think this should be a neutral place. Going back to like our foundation, like and the same people that like I think passed this bill would be the same people that be like, don't tread on my First Amendment rights of like free speech. But like the first line is like, you can't promote any religion in the First Amendment. Like that's in there. So you can't take one piece of the First Amendment talking about free speech and then just ignore the part where it says we can't support and establish a religion. Like that don't mix. No matter how bad you want it to.
It's mixing real well right now, though.
I mean, they got it passed, which is one thing, but like logically in the doctrine they quote, when it comes to, the stuff they try to lean on, with like freedom of religion and all that stuff, you can't pick and choose. Well, they are picking and choosing, but they are picking and choosing, but logically they're like going against their own best interest. And they got to be careful because a lot of times this stuff sets a precedent. Like if you're doing that, okay, well then we have these Quran in our classrooms or whatever. I don't want to hear your mouth about it.
That's the issue for me. Which again, that's what I'm saying.
So Buddhist principles or when whatever. It comes, I don't want to hear your mouth.
I don't want to hear about that because that's when it comes in. It's like, well, you making it a law or a bill that it has to happen or whatever. So when it comes down to other states or whatever that want to have religious freedoms, what happens then?
Yeah.
What happens when a teacher say, okay, well, you got the 10 Commandments, then I can have this. This should be free for me.
Then they're gonna
be
be like, well, this country, what? I don't care what.
I don't care what this country is built
This
off.
is what we like.
This country was built off this freedom of religion.
Yeah,
freedom of religion.
Mhm.
So this is my religion. So
Yeah.
it's a freedom for me to have it.
So
What's
we
the-
have, seems we
I'm
had
sorry.
an impasse.
No, I think we're done.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think we're done with this conversation. Yeah.
I don't even think.
Yeah, scoot on. Yeah, and then I think another thing I have issue with is I don't think they're mandating for these to have these posters on the wall. And first of all, the 10 Commandments aren't all just like general values you should have.
Mhm.
Some of them are very specific to the religion, to where it's like why it's not like all of them are like you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't covet. Some of them just like very specific, like
You shouldn't work on the Sabbath.
yeah,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Like that ain't.
You shouldn't do what? Say God's name in vain.
Yeah, like that's not general things that like promote morality, whatever. And then like I don't think they are actually paying for these posters. So like the school still got to figure out how to
I ain't worried about
pay
that.
for these posters. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna mandate it, you need to put in.
They taking it out of
You need to put that in the budget. We got poster budget money.
they taking that out of them school lunches.
And that's the thing though. and here's what irritates me the most about it.
You hear me? D?
Yeah.
They taking out them kids. Lunch.
Yeah, here's the word, because that's what irritates me the most about it, is that Louisiana, like the priorities,
yeah.
like we'll be talking
Yeah.
about. First of all, Louisiana has 255 kids who are insecure. They have insecure food. Like they may get a meal, they may not. Why are you not passing the bill to help them kids? Louisiana has one of the highest levels of student meal debt. Why are you not helping out these kids? Louisiana is 49th in education out of 50 states.
You know, they just helped them.
Why are you not?
They just helped them.
How?
These values.
These values ain't gonna fill my stomach right
You know
now
what I'm saying? They'll fill your soul.
while I'm starving. It's
Yeah.
like,
You gotta
'cause
fast.
I hate that bills, these symbolic bills keep getting passed,
Mhm.
but like real issues still go unaddressed.
The problem is we don't know what's real or not. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the state's fault. You voted that person.
Mm-hmm.
That's your fault. That's you as
That's
a
a
community.
portion of the state. They was like, I ain't want that cat up there.
If it's a portion of the state, it's still the whole state for me, because I know most of them probably didn't vote. Well, I would assume most of them didn't vote. I assume they don't even know the name of the person that did it.
Mm-hmm.
I would also assume that the first time they heard about that bill is when it got passed. People be in their everyday lives and they forget stuff. I mean, I'm the same way. I mean,
They do be sneaking bills in though.
They do, but you know what I'm saying? It's hard to sneak it in. You still have to put it somewhere where people can see it.
Mm-hmm.
It still should be somewhere where people can see it. So, and I know people ain't really looking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I understand that people want to complain a lot of times, but y'all have the opportunity to make some noise about some of the stuff that they're doing. Like, I do think that's important. I do think education itself is important.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should think it is important. I think they should also think that kids being able to come to school and eat when they forced to come in
For free.
for free.
Shouldn't be paying. I shouldn't be paying anywhere that I'm required to be.
So yeah, man. Like, so I think all that stuff is important, but Louisiana don't think it's important. So I can't make them think it is important. If you think that your representatives of your state is not important enough for you to know their name or to vote when it's time to vote, then I don't care. That's y'all fault.
I doubt that if they are 49th, I don't know if they always been 49th. I doubt they pay much attention to politics.
Your fault. All this social media,
Mm.
the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all this other stuff. This is Louisiana. If let's just say you're right, they ain't paying attention to politics. This is news.
Mm.
So this should have came across either your local newspaper.
And again, I don't know what the temperature. I ain't checked temperature in Louisiana. I don't know.
I didn't, because this could be.
I don't know how many people are irate or going against it. I don't know. But speculative.
Yeah.
Being speculative.
Yeah,
It got passed.
You're 49th in education. Let me see some noise about a bill that's helping in that.
Yeah.
Unless you think this is going to help, which is, in theory it may. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can say that lunches, I would choose the lunch.
Yeah, I would say my child being fed.
Yeah, my child.
Have enough energy in his stomach to learn. Taking the
Yeah.
information is more important.
I think people are more able to receive information on satisfied stomachs.
Yeah.
I would say.
Ain't that what the study showed?
Yeah, but when they was talking about, that is.
But this could be all. I mean, this could be all part of their plan, man. We gonna keep them kids starving and dumb.
Project 2025. Y'all get ready for it. I ain't got nothing else on that.
I ain't got nothing else.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pay attention to your local representatives, your city, your state, and your country. Just pay attention, man. Know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you're going to get some stuff passed that you ain't going to like, and you're going to wonder why.
Slip through the cracks.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's better to feel like you fought for something and you still fell short, as long as you did something, than to feel like you're powerless and you didn't do anything and you know you should have known better. So, or don't care. You know, I don't care. You know?
Either way, ride with it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna have to anyway.
Yeah, you're going to have to. That's why I don't understand people like, I'm apolitical. You don't care about the laws that's going to dictate your life? I don't understand that, but all right.
I'll take it.
Now, we lived in a better society where everything was just running smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
You could afford to be apolitical.
Because you be like, they going to make good decisions.
Yeah. This is not where we at.
This
is the opposite.
No, bro. You better choose Kevin, because even out of your few choices, you still got to be like, I take more of this than this.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it seems like a shit, so, but
Jen,
there is better, worse.
Yeah, you got like if you're not a drinker, and you got to pick between two liquors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
you want coconut rum.
You want the gin that's gonna make you sin, or you want the brown that's gonna calm you down.
Which one you choose?
Both of them are poison, but
you gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one.
Because if you don't, you're gonna get something that you don't like.
Yeah.
Or you may not like. This is a gamble.
At least you chose.
At least you got the power and the choice. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't be like, oh man, I should have chose those. It's too late for that.
Who chose gin? You did.
You did. Because you didn't choose.
Mm-hmm.
A choice, a decision not to choose is still a choice.
Oh, we can end it there. Yeah. We can end it there.